What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing Final Fantasy XVI. I think this is playthrough part 4, so give me a minute to set everything up, share everything out, and we'll get started. Alright, I think we are good to go. Let's do this.
Where did he go? I'm not here for you, Garuda! found you. You called me! Why?
What's up, Bandit? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a as we can so far. This is a pretty cool battle. This fight feels like so long ago. Yeah, I'm definitely still in Act 1. I'm gonna be... Hopefully I can binge play it this week, because I'm working days. So I'm really hoping I can binge play it. That was pretty badass. Have you finished this game yet?
You're nothing but a monster. And I will not let you stand in my way!
3 missions left. Like this.
Clive!
I've done a few side quests off camera. There wasn't much to them. I don't know if I'm going to stream too many side quests. This is cool. Plus ones, I'm gonna have to, I don't know if I've done any of those ones yet. I'll have to pay attention. I'll have to. was evading. Come on. That's cool. This one seems like it's actually a pretty equal fight. Oh no. Ah. That sucked. Gotta figure out her pattern. Come on, move. I'm trying to get out of the way, it's not letting me. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything yet. My evade's not very powerful either. Cinematic is all hell. They definitely don't disappoint there. Oh, I need to stagger her. Shit. Oh man. That's cool. Hey, what's up, Sniper? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. This has been a pretty insane fight. Been a long one, too. Yeah, that game looked pretty weird. I was watching a little bit of it. Hey, what's up, Chad? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, brother. Did I get her? Nice. That was a brutal fight. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Chad. Welcome to the stream, brother. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Hope you guys are staying out of that heat. Had a bad day? I'm sorry to hear that, man. Damn, that was a crazy fight.
Control it, Clive. It is you, isn't it, Clive? Stop this! Now!
Yeah, I definitely hope your evening gets better, and I hope you have a good weekend, Chad. That's cool. I love the art in this game, man. They really did their homework on this.
I said stop! You're too nice is your problem.
I on antibiotics now. That's good.
Bloody mess, this.
You've been kind of out for a while, haven't you? You were out last time I think I talked to you.
Oh, Clive. The ghost you've been chasing was inside you all along. I'll be damned if I know what that means.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird twist.
Why? Why did you have to listen to him? Benner. This can't be what you wanted, can it?
I did hear about that Unreal Engine game, like with the AI. I heard it got taken down already too. Like the server it was on, like shut down. Is it still out? You should try that. I'm curious about that. I don't think I'll be able to play it. I think it's a PC only game. But yeah, I was kind of curious about that. Still in demo mode? Okay, gotcha.
King is bold, or desperate.
You haven't seen anything on it. I've only heard about it.
Will you engage him personally, Your Highness?
Of course.
Yeah, pay your phone bill today, but your paycheck got delayed to Monday. That sucks. That really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. And there's a lot going on, isn't there?
Reform the cohorts. At once.
Your Highness.
Saboteurs.
Their attacks are frequent and widespread, even in the holy capital.
The capital? What of my father?
His radiance is safe. But he has ordered the city guard strengthened. We can expect no reinforcements.
That is of no matter. The Emperor's safety is paramount. I shall deal with our enemies here. All of them.
I have no idea what that was all about.
It was me. I killed Joshua.
You're just full of surprises. First that trick with Garuda, then whatever the hell that other thing was. Didn't know you had it in you.
Do it.
Eh?
Kill me. It was me. I killed him. I killed Joshua. I killed them all. I'm a monster. And I deserve to die. So end it. End it now. Please. Please.
I don't get that twist.
I reckon I can take you, if that's what you want. But first, I thought I'd give you the benefit of my timeless wisdom. It seems to me, you see, that since you're still breathing, you might as well make yourself useful. Get dressed. Pretty as you are, you're not my type. I'll, see you in the hall.
What are you going to do now?
That was a lot of cinematics in between that. That was like 10 minutes of cinematics.
May as well hear what he has to say.
Don't go making me throw you back in there now, eh?
Odin and Bahama had at it by the hands. And by villainous
Connection's crapping out. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Go on, then.
That happened a lot.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me
If I can
blind,
afford the
you
good
know.
stuff.
It'd better all be here. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
I don't mind them though. I know Sony's like famous for their long cinematics, their long cutscenes, and they look beautiful. So I'm not actually complaining about it.
Finally crawled out of the crypt, eh? You look like it. Although I thank you for doing us the courtesy of covering up.
Don't.
Ah, still have a bit of fight left in you? Then listen. I've arranged a meeting with Gav. In case you've forgotten, you're the one who's been putting his nose to work for.
For nothing.
Just listen. While you've been relaxing in your cell, Gav's been busy sniffing out your dominance. And according to his last report, he's picked up a scent. Gav's gone to a fair bit of trouble for you. The least you can do is hear the poor bugger out. He's going to meet us at the King's Fort. Pack your stuff. We'll leave as soon as you're ready.
Journey to King's Fall. What mission do I have here? Oh, that one's locked anyway. Never mind. I did finally see the Flash the other day. That movie was horrible. It was really off the rails. It was cool seeing Michael Keaton again, but the rest of the movie was completely off the rails.
Not so long ago, this here was a thriving trade route. Then the blight came. The people left. And just like that, it was deserted. Making it the perfect little shortcut. Gab's waiting for us up ahead. Come on. Still feeling sorry for yourself?
Don't. Please.
Think about it, Clive. The rumours all point to... That was an Imperial signal. They shouldn't be here.
It's not out on Max, but you can rent it on like Amazon and other services like that.
Wait. I need to see what the bastards are up to. You go on ahead and meet up with Gab.
But we both know that...
No buts about it.
No Barbieheimer for me. Nope. I refused to watch Barbie. I heard it was an anti-male movie, so I was like, well, I'm not going to waste my time with that. Oppenheimer I'll probably check out. I like Christopher Nolan. I can't even believe that whole Barbieheimer thing's a thing. Like, who decided just like, yeah, that's weird. Like, we're going to go watch those two movies together? Is it because they're polar opposite movies? I wonder if that helps his morale or anything.
Stupid. I'm the dominant of fire. We sent Gav on a wild goose chase. More killing. For what? There, boy!
Because people are tired of Marvel. I can relate to that. I'm tired of Marvel. I'm tired of, like, I don't know, I'm tired of that assembly line produced crap in general, and that includes, like, Star Wars, pretty much anything Disney. It's all just assembly line crap that they're putting out now.
Sick of Toggle. Get him.
That's crazy. It must be like a big movie then. I don't know who's marketing this stuff. It's all got to be done with the marketing.
Get him. Get him, boy. Stay down.
I wonder why that is. That's weird. Because I didn't see much of a big marketing campaign for it. I just saw, like, it just popped up all of a sudden. Everyone's talking about the Mattel marketing. Okay, yeah, it is. I forgot it is Mattel. And I guess Barbie's pretty iconic for girls, you know. Barbie's been around since the 1950s, so that's like what G.I. Joe and Transformers was to, like, a lot of the guys. So I guess I could see a lot of, like, women taking their daughters and stuff to see it. I just figure it's weird with that it's marketed with Oppenheimer, just because, like, is that a coincidence just because they both got released in the same day, or... Sick him, boy.
Sick him, Torgal. Sick him, Torgal.
Hey, what's up, AP? How you doing, brother? I hope you're feeling a lot better. Hope surgery and everything went okay for you.
Sick him, Torgal. Get him. Sick him, Torgal. Don't let them get away. Get him. There, boy. Sick him, Torgal. Keep your distance, boy. You know what to do.
That's one tough Minotaur.
You know what to do, boy.
There's a stimp in you. That sucks. Those things suck. I had a buddy had one of those.
Sick him, Torgal. Get him.
But once that's out, you're completely healed. That's good to hear, man. I hope for a speedy recovery for you.
Get him, boy.
That's a hell of a thing to go through for anyone.
There, boy.
From what I'm told, that's the equivalency of like a dude having a baby. Like the kind of pain you go through.
Another perfect little shortcut, Sid. Straight to a nest of bloodthirsty beasts. Can't be much further now. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy. There, boy. Get him, boy.
Is this my game of the year? So far, it is my game of the year.
There, boy.
We'll see what the Cyberpunk DLC looks like, but I don't know if DLC can qualify for game of the year material, but so far this one takes it like by like a long stretch. It beats any other game in my opinion. Although to be fair, as badass as it is, it's really just pushing the you know, fighting these little battles, walking the path, and then cinematics. Fighting the battles, walking the path, and cinematics. So as much as there is going on, it doesn't seem like there's a lot much as far as the coding's going on. I could be wrong though. Hey, what's up, Kevin Daddy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hope you're having a great weekend. Just woke up. Nice. Minotaur.
Let me through. You know what to do, boy. Don't let them get away. Get him. There, boy. Sick of Toggle. You know what to do, boy. Not this time. Garuda, let get him, boy. Over here. Flames to me. There, boy. Over here. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Sick of Toggle. Get him, boy.
Oh, damn.
You know what to do, boy. Get him. Sick of Toggle. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Toggle. Sick of Toggle. Get him.
Oh.
There, boy. Get him, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. There, boy.
There we go. Man, those Minotaurs, they kind of take forever.
What is it, boy? After him! Don't let him escape! Gav! Who goes there? This one's a deserter. Take his head!
Yeah, work's going good.
You made your choice.
Life in the bowling alley continues. I'm actually got a, I'm going to be in Denver with, I'm going to one of DK's conventions. I'm going to be helping him out in his booth at Crypticon. That's in like just like 2 or 3 weeks. So that should be pretty cool. I've never gone to one of those conventions, let alone worked one, so it should be pretty interesting.
That's enough. Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Stay down.
The heck is that?
There he is.
Oh, that's classic.
Kill the deserter.
think Sniper, I appreciate the support, brother.
Clive, what's the situation?
You're late.
Gamp's in trouble!
What?
The Imperials are on his tail. We have to get to him before they do.
Understood. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections? I'll take the dragons. You take the dragoon.
Yep, focused on the wrong thing.
Don't let them get away.
Die, you bastard!
I think that hurt me more than it hurt him. Sorry, lad. Don't know how much else I'm gonna be here.
Get him, boy.
All right. One down, one to go.
The sicko, Torgal. Sicko, Torgal. You know what to do, boy.
Night of the Dying Sun.
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. Get him.
There's a lot of like mini boss battles I'm noticing.
Sicko, Torgal. There, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. There, boy. Get him. You know what to do, boy. Sicko, Torgal. Sicko, Torgal. Flames to me. There, boy. Get him. There, boy. Get him. Get him, boy. My wounds, boy.
Ooh, fishing at the cliff.
When could these bastards fly? But what goes up must come down. Bloody time waster. Come on, let's finish him off.
Sicko, Torgal. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him, boy. There, boy. Sicko, Torgal. Don't let them get away. You're finished.
I think my dog took the kill on that one.
Come on.
shit! Give me your hand!
Help me!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
Having PTSD, that's not good.
There. Clive doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
Well, that's the trouble with a nose like mine. Can't help sticking it where it's not wanted. But if it wasn't for you two, my sniffing days would be over. Thank you. Truly.
So, what news?
Well, found out where your friend's heading for one thing.
Gav,
Him and his mate are on their way to your old stomping ground, Rosaria. You should have seen what they did to the Imperials who tried to stop them. There's no question about it. He's a dominant fire, all right.
he can't be.
Clive, I saw you turn into an icon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix.
I don't understand that.
But we weren't alone, were we? There was the fellow you saw enter the whirlwind. I saw him too. You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
But who is he?
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know. But I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death. That you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible and kill yourself if he's not.
Sid,
Don't thank me. Thank Gav.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No birds returning this year.
The Deadlands have swallowed their roosts, like as not. We're running out of time.
We'll be in Rosaria in a day or two.
Back to where it all began. He must be stopped.
Is that the kid from the beginning of the game? The dead kid?
spitting great gouts of fire he was, like a bleeding volcano.
Ever seen a volcano?
What? You think I'm having you on?
Clive!
That's
She's
kind of
awake.
cool. There's I don't know. I'm kind of confused now. I'm like, so this guy is the guy who killed his brother, but his brother's alive. Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Go to her, you fool.
You have a good night, AP.
Right, you lot. Enough slacking.
I'm going to marathon this
Good.
game for
Come on,
at
then.
least this week if I can.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to
go get
anyway.
those wounds seen to.
So you'll probably see me this week more often than
Give
normal.
it to me straight. How long have I got?
Yeah, just check your notifications, and I hope you get well.
Good time. Let's make ourselves
Here's
scarce.
to a speedy recovery.
Jill.
Look what the curl dragged in. Go on then. Is that all?
Nothing I need. Okay.
Let's get this fixed before someone doesn't.
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
Man, I love the music in this. They really do a good job of like
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before
capturing
the end.
every scene, like the action,
The end
the
never
music's
came.
there. These moments, the
My
music's
powers
perfect.
awoke, and everything
It definitely have to be
changed.
game of the year just for reasons like that. Like
It
it's
all
really a
happened so
good, like
fast.
captures, like it's got a good ambience, I guess. Good
We were
atmosphere.
told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield or
I don't know. I think I almost like this one better than the Final Fantasy VII
see
remake
my
so far.
countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened to Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
Hey, thanks, Sniper. I appreciate it, brother. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Hope you're having a good weekend.
I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night, hooded man. He spoke to me. What did he say? We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, All right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes, then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
That's pretty funny. Hey, what's up, PK? How you doing, brother?
We've a long journey ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna be booking my train tickets tomorrow, so
We're looking at half a dozen.
I'll let you know how everything goes.
Their bunks are made up. I can leave whenever you're ready.
I know, right?
You, newcomer.
It's not like plane tickets where it gets more expensive the later you book. It's a flat rate, I noticed.
She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing of her since. I cannot concentrate one whit for fear of what might have happened.
I was gonna do it 2 days ago, but I had to renew my credit card, so I couldn't do it online. So I had to actually like drive down there. So I had to wait for a day off to do that. I'm not gonna do side stuff.
Then trouble me no longer. This is a matter of life and death.
That is true. Worst case scenario, I'll just take my car. I'm getting that fixed over the next week or two, just as a backup anyway.
What do you want?
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know.
Should be a fun time, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Now,
like I was saying earlier, I was like, I've never been to one of those conventions, so this should be should be real fun. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, sweet, we'll take that.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
The breath of wind. I thought that was going to say the breath of the wild. I was like, isn't that copywritten?
Off you go, then.
Yeah, I think it is going to be awesome. Well, from what you were telling me about the other night, that like kind of calmed all my anxiety, because I had a lot of anxiety about it, and I was like, okay, this sounds like it's going to be a good time.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Back down memory lane, eh? Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you're with Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job. No need to make such a fuss. You take care, all right?
Sounds like final goodbyes.
Goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards. when he gets back.
I will.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, if you're gonna be around after the stream, TK, I'll probably be around. I might be in. I'll be up to be in a chat.
Ready.
I'm off tomorrow, so. Depends on how long. I'm probably got, what time is it? 10:30. I probably got another 45 minutes to an hour-ish, I'm guessing.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Branded, keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You'd get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
But I'm here now. Thanks to you. We should press on.
Homecoming.
That inn at the top of the hill must be Martha's Rest. Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
Look at a fuse.
We're not alone.
They never finished building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
Oi! Stop and give me an hand. Here, you couldn't give me an hand, could you?
Depends on what you want.
Typical. A bloody bearer. Just when I thought my luck had changed.
Screw you, buddy.
Still, better a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose. Though it pains me to use another man's branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help. These blasted birds must have caught a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. No, it's really late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't...
Yeah, that will actually be the first time we've known online since Ronnie Hayes' streams for like 5 years, since the Doomsday Kingdom comic. But it will be the first time we do like a face-to-face. Carry a package to Martha's Rest. I think I'm going there anyway, right?
That's the spirit. All right.
This guy was pretty disrespectful. I probably shouldn't
You
help him.
hand that to the stable master and no one else. I'm owed a little something for it. If he gives it to you,
One of my coworkers just did the same thing. This kid I work with was friends with all of his, he's got like 5 or 6 of his PlayStation friends that they all play like Call of Duty together with. And they've been playing since high school, like 5 or 6 years, and I guess they're all, he just met up like a month ago or 2 weeks ago. He took a train to Texas to meet his friends. I thought he was meeting family members, and he got back and he was telling us all about it, and he was meeting all of his, online PlayStation friends for the first time, so that was kind of cool. He's tall as fuck. Yeah, I'm pretty short. That'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been on vacation in a while either, so it's definitely going to be needed. And I'm excited to actually work the booth, as opposed to just kind of like being in the crowd.
Martha's Rest. Are you the stable master? I was asked to deliver this to you.
This is for me, right enough. Not sure what some bearer's doing bringing it to me, though. Where's that fool of a peddler got to?
I don't know how much free time there's going to be. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty stacked weekend.
Huh. Sounds about right. You'll have it full of Gizal greens, no doubt. Crammed with them, if I know him.
Gizal greens?
Chocobos go mad for them, don't they? And if you forget to seal the cart up tight, the smell gets out, and birds come running from miles around. Don't get me wrong. They're a fine investment for a
Yeah, I'm going to work too, so I'm going to be working the booth. Like, I don't plan on doing a lot of like fucking around.
As our mutual friend is learning the hard way. Still, I got my wares, and that's all that matters. Be sure to pass your master my regards.
That Fred Flintstone, or not Fred Flintstone, that scarf that he was wearing from Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Good girl. You get some rest now.
Didn't realize that was in style in the Final Fantasy universe.
You barely have to step out.
Yeah, I was looking at the lineup thing. It looks like it's going to be looks like it's going to be busy and a good time.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
Ready goes to East Pool, leave him in the park.
I'm hoping it has a pretty good turnout. It seems like it's going to.
It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rosaria. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me. Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks. I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it. But he went out on another job, and he hasn't come back.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed he's just taking his time. The alternative don't bear thinking about.
We'll find him.
I was just thinking, I'm like, they're gonna make me go look for this carpenter now, aren't they?
We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
Building bridges.
To the marshes, then. Let's find that ladder.
Ready goes to Eastpool.
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder.
I don't care what your orders are, Brandon. Get away from me!
What was that?
It came from under the bridge. Come on.
A tattoo artist next to us? That would be cool. I think I did see something like he does like horror tattoos, right? He does like Freddy Krueger and like Jason Voorhees masks and stuff like that. Playing God of War, nice. How far are you on it? You got to be pretty close to the end now, aren't you? Not too far.
There he is.
Hold on, we're coming!
Sick him, Torgal. Stay down.
Got them to doing side quests, gotcha. I'll probably eventually get back into playing that one. I doubt I'll stream it, but I had fun with the demo that I played. And it was like, what, the 2019 Game of the Year? So for that reason alone, I definitely need to check it out again.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn around. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, eh?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away.
The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him will go way back. Not as far as...
Seems like everybody in this game knows Sid.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right, and she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed, right?
I hear the levies at you.
Do you like that?
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the Founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return.
Seems like the pacing is kind of slowed down a lot.
We'd be delighted.
How far in the game do I think I am? I'm definitely still in Act 1. I'm probably about 8 to 10 hours in.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait?
And I think it's about 30 to 50,
gold, perhaps? Tastes like
50
swill.
hours to
No
finish
sleep at
everything.
first.
No, thank you.
And I guess total, there's about 12 hours of cinematics if you add just the cinematics together.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with
I'm not a big Final Fantasy, like, I don't know a lot of the history of the Final Fantasy games.
A bloody bearer.
But I have a theory that for some reason I'm thinking this game takes place in the world of the very first Final Fantasy game from the old Nintendo days, or one of those games.
Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out. Well, it's all dealt with now.
Because they were talking about like this crashed airship, and it had like
Mum, you weren't my brother, was he?
the old Final Fantasy game had like a crashed air, like they had airships, and I'm like, okay, well, if it, I don't know, I just have a weird theory that this is kind of a sequel to one of the older Final Fantasy games.
Unbelievable, innit?
Or at least it takes place in the same realm.
Looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day.
Again, I could totally be wrong. I was told each Final Fantasy game takes place in its own like planet.
Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them. Since you're not drinking, do me a favour and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey.
Glademond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowwise Bay. The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
It was good, honest work building that aqueduct.
Okay, where to now?
How do? There you go.
Wait, equip. How do I equip it?
Take care out there.
I think I just screwed up. There we go.
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Keep it nice and
Come and have a look, don't be
fresh
shy!
cuts, fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts here.
That totally felt like Horizon in that game with that elevator.
It was best for all concerned. I know. But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No. Excellent. Another fight.
There, boy. Stay down. There, boy. Over here. Sick him, Torgal. Get him.
Oh, Jill's fighting too. That's cool. I didn't know she was going to help me. That is cool.
There's the Abbey. What darkness awaits us within, I wonder.
Let's go and see.
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Griga go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
I don't want to die. Please, Father. Help me for the pain. I beg you. The light. It fades. I don't want to die alone.
It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can, for the time they have left.
The curse has taken them.
This reminds me of like the Dark Ages when like people had like leprosy or something.
As it does every bearer forced
Or the
to
Black
use their
Plague or
gift.
something.
With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make
It's kind of a horrible exchange to have magic powers.
bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again, and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Thank you, Father.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now their final moments may be moments of peace. When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes.
I'll use 1 leather pouch. Report back to Martha. I can fast travel there. I like in this game how you don't have to fight like every single creature you come across.
Fresh cuts. Get to get these turnips. From over half our way. Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs. So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength?
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending. But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us.
Slumbering
and know
chocobo.
that you will always be welcome here.
Yeah, this is kind of a slow part.
You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
Sid.
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to. Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
Oh. I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you.
He's talking about that Benedictia, I think.
I wanted to save her. For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate?
Look, lad, you've had a hard life, and I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
And Jill, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust you'll take good care of the boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
Make for East Pool. Alright, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Here we go.
Don't you worry about them boards. I use good solid lumber. It's the base on the other side you want to be careful of.
Martha said the blight had spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
You there! Over here! Excuse me, I'll use that blade of yours.
I bet you could.
Curse my luck. I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marfors, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you, then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Made out bait, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
No.
Well, bugger you then.
Screw you, buddy. Take care of your own wolves. You got your own sword. I'm pretty sure I gotta save the world or something.
There, boy.
Over here. Get him. It's over. Finish. Get him, boy.
Look, the windmills. That must be Eastpool.
I remember coming here with Lord Murdoch when I was young. This area seemed a very different place back then.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house.
There are definitely some slow moments in
Mine
this.
is yours.
Like when it's fast paced, it's like
We should be delighted.
mind-blowingly fast paced, and then when it's slow, it's like, oh yeah, I'm playing a role-playing game.
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes, but oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
This is just the start of it.
But we survived, and...
And now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah.
Is there a lot of like slow storytelling moments in this?
Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Yeah, I'm not minding it.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, forgive me.
I'd actually be really annoyed if the game was just like epic battle after epic battle.
There is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
Ah. You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
I'm sorry.
Clive.
Oh, did he kill him?
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later. Hmm?
The few I've done haven't felt very rewarding. They've just felt like stuff to do.
Are you sure you don't want to
Like you
sleep
didn't.
inside?
So far I haven't gotten any like powerful weapons or anything.
Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
I did finish the Maggie Negan show, and I don't think I want a second season of that show. I was kind of disappointed with it. It wound up feeling, by the end of it, it felt like it was just something to watch. I was like, wow, it didn't feel like it was a necessary story that needed to be told. I didn't like the Negan-Maggie dynamic.
It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death.
Yeah, I haven't used much.
That I would kill.
Well, I don't know. It probably helps with me not dying as much. But the only thing I've seen is like the swords get upgraded, but
if it was me who killed
that's the only thing I had going on was seeing him back in, like, I didn't like Maggie, like turning her into a victim. And then once I see how old Herschel was, I was like, Herschel's just like 15 years old now. And I'm like, so that means Glenn got beat 15 years ago. Maggie's been holding this for 15 years, and it's one of those like shit or get off the pot moments for Maggie. It's just like, I don't care about your Negan back and forth. Like, either kill him or don't. But that part was dumb. I'm done with the Maggie part. They can kind of just get rid of her character.
I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end.
Literally the best part of the whole show was Negan doing the knock-knock with the dude's head and then gutting him and killing him. That had so much potential.
To be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and they did kind of do that little twist where it's like it was kind of her fault that he got taken in the first place.
Do you remember that night?
Well, see, I'm not looking forward to the Daryl one either. I'll watch it like it's just something to watch, but
I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered.
I'm mostly waiting to see what they're going to do with the Rick one.
You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us.
That was, it's like the writing is still a little wonky. Like, I don't know. I didn't,
Good night.
I wasn't really excited watching it. It was kind of dumb. Donald Payne was at Kansas City Comic-Con. That's cool. I saw the guy playing the governor is going to be at the Denver Comic-Con. And a few other of those people.
Thank you, Lady Anna. Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Oh, before Elwyn became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney
I'm really hoping they drop the majority of the money on the Rick and Michonne one and actually, like, finish telling the Walking Dead story, like, bring it full circle.
Well, I'm very grateful for them.
I would like them to comic book end it, like where they actually have Judith all grown up telling, you know, her kids the story of Rick Grimes. Because the way the comic book ended, you could literally read the last page where Carl's telling the Walking Dead story to his daughter.
Thank you.
And then the very next page is Rick waking up in the coma in the hospital, and it literally full circles it. Even though I noticed the comic book artwork did the same, like the zombies, how they walk on the bottom. I was looking at volume 32 because I was just finishing it, and I'm like, there's a zombie ear. Like, I figured the zombie would have ended, and I'm like, there's a zombie ear, and I grabbed issue 1, and volume 1, and stuck it next to it, and it was the same zombie ear. I'm like, oh, it just recycles itself.
If we follow the road to the north, it should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
I also heard they might bring Lenny James into the Rick and Michonne one, which would be cool.
You? Those are Elwyn's.
Are you going to the Scarefest Kentucky one too?
You're his firstborn.
So I know you said you had one in September that you're going to, right, DK?
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you.
Yeah, the Commonwealth just didn't work. And because I'm rereading the comics, and I'm in the Commonwealth part in the comics. And you can tell, like, about the time he killed Andrea, he was just done with the whole franchise, it seems like.
You'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers?
Yeah, 5 more so far. Nice. Through October? Wow. That's a lot in a short time. That's like, what, 5 cons in 3 months?
Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed.
Well, I know he was going to end it during No Way Out. That was when he planned on ending it. He was going to have the Rick statue standing there after his big speech, after they killed the zombies in No Way Out, and he brings Carl back, and he's like, we can do this, we can beat the zombies, and, you know. And then they were going to cut to a statue of Rick Grimes, and then it was going to be surrounded by zombies, showing, like, they failed in the end, like, no matter what you do, the zombies were going to win. And then I guess he decided not to do that, and continued it through the All-Out War. And then after All-Out War, he still, like, decided to do the time jump and then do that Whisperer War, which is when he really should have just ended it.
Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy.
I can almost picture him doing a sequel, though. I picture a few more years will go by and he'll cover, like, Carl Jr.'s kid or something. I can almost see him going back to the Walking Dead universe in the comic book form in the future.
So they've been here.
Once he's done with the deluxe issues, I'm sure he's going to find a way to keep making money off that.
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off...
You're going all the way to
than
Massachusetts?
hiding
Damn, that's got to be another long drive.
Many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore.
That's a pretty far reach, all the way from Denver to Massachusetts. That's over half the country.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still,
At least it's on the East Coast, so it's all flat land. Driving on the East Coast is a lot easier, I think, than driving with the West when you got mountains. You got to go over passes and go over frickin' all the crazy turns, and even on the interstate they get kind of sketchy.
I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him.
It's the only reason I want to take the train to Denver. Is just I don't want to put my my transmission through that kind of stress.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord.
Because from where I'm at to Denver, we got to go over the Continental Divide, and you literally got to drop into like slow gear and go real slow till you hit the top of the pass, and put it back in normal gear and coast down.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer. He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
All right, let's ask around.
Yeah, that's a full day of driving, and that's just getting there, right? Then you got to get back with all your gear. That is rough. That's like being a rock star touring. That's literally the same type of thing.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields.
It's one of the reasons my band never tried to tour. It wound up getting too stressful, and there's 3 of us trying to coordinate us to do it all.
Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
You're in their first magazine issue? You gotta save that. That sounds cool as hell.
Kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Vicereine stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Well now.
These guys are wearing the same things.
What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Right? I hate how employers try to have that kind of grasp over their employees. My boss does that same thing. He even told me, like, in last February, when I had that trip booked to Texas, he's like, the only way you're going on that trip is if you quit your job, because I'm not giving you that time off. I'm like, who the fuck are you, man?
Survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies.
That's why I was kind of thinking I wasn't going to get the time off to go to Denver. Well, it's just kind of that mentality, but apparently they're only like that in the wintertime, because bowling's just like, all the leagues are there in the wintertime, and all the parties and everything else. Like, wintertime's when everybody goes bowling, I guess, so summertime they don't really care. They'll give you an entire, like, 3 months off if you wanted.
Oh, hold on a mo. Patrick the Chocobo Keeper might know where your bearer is. He's taken the old boy under his wing, so to speak. You should go and have a word with him. He'll be in the stables.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
I went from fighting epic giants to, like, hanging out with chickens in a barn.
Making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
I might do this mission and wind up calling it.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
We'll find it.
And this...
That's the fact. How'd you know?
I didn't know I could do that. That's awesome. That sure would have saved time.
Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriff's I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here. We'll look for him outside.
That's the problem with my job is there's so many of us there, and it's a bowling alley job that it's hard to earn your value. And I came in late.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
You had a weird thing with my job where I was like busting my ass, and then I realized I had to slow down because it didn't seem to matter. I was like, they had their core people, and I wasn't one of them. It's slowly changing, but slowly.
There's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry. Company.
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
You know what to do. Stay down. Get him. Sick of Torgal. Over here. Get him. There, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Sick of Torgal. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him, boy. Don't let them
Get him, boy. Sick him.
You know what to do, boy. It's over.
There we go.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace. You came for me.
Your
I waited
Grace.
for you so long. You finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's no worse case than shutting down for a day.
I prayed to the Founder that you would come. And at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the
I just found out today, too, like 5 years ago, like,
place for me in the kitchens?
one of the dudes that worked in our job got his arm chopped off in the pin setter machine, in one of the pin setter machines in the back.
Very important expedition.
I was talking to one of the mechanics back there. He was back there doing some stuff. And yeah, some guy like stuck his arm in the machine as it was like rotating and it like pulled his arm up and tore it off. Apparently it was pretty gross. I didn't even hear about that in the news or anything. I'm like, that's a brutal thing to be happening in a bowling alley.
I would gladly wait until my dying day.
I was asking one of the other chicks I worked with that would work back in that day, I was like, did you hear anything about some dude getting his arm ripped off in a pin setter like 5 or 6 years ago? And she's like, yeah, I vaguely remember something about that. I think it's one of those things that they kind of kept under wraps. Like, it's not definitely not like something they bragged about.
Most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy.
And the dude doing it, he had to have been like an alcoholic or a stoner or something, because when those machines are running, like, they're huge machines. They're, you know,
The blight is on our
what are they, $100,000 machines for each pin setter? And there's a lot of gears and chains and stuff going in the back.
For Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would...
Yeah, I'm worried when I'm back there because I got long hair, and I'm like, dude, all it takes is one of those gears to catch my hair, and it's like my whole head would get pushed in there, and it'd probably crush my head and just keep spinning. Like, those things are shooting, and there's no nets or nothing. Like, there's nothing to prevent you because you have to kind of be back there doing things.
Is it really that bad?
So bad.
I don't work in the pin center area, but every time I'm back there, man, it's some seedy stuff.
When they found out where
Like, it wouldn't take much to trip and be like, whoops, fall in there. Especially for a small guy. Bigger people, it'd be easier. Somebody my size falls in, that thing would just chew me up, spit me out as pins.
Who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah, after all she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
Alright, was that it then? Make for Phoenix Gate, we're almost there. I want to finish this chapter, then we'll probably end the stream here.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about.
So I'm thinking this is where the very beginning of the game happened.
Take away the lad's life force, and problems are all that's left.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful. There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
Got a whole new area we're moving on to now. I think we're going to end it here. I think I just traveled to where I was. Yeah, I did. Cool. Yeah, well, we're going to end it here, but I will be back. I'm going to try to kind of marathon this game this week because I'm off, so I'll probably be back tomorrow night around the same time, and we will pick it up from right where we left off here. So thanks for hanging out, everybody who's still here, and thanks for everybody who came in. Thanks for the likes and chatting and everything, and I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you then.